double-digit score and having the highest damage output compared to the rest of the teams that played the match.
Yep, exactly. And well, 17 eliminations that has been done. That is the highest that has been done in Miramar, and that came from yesterday, match number 2. So this is match number 2, and I'm looking for like the same pattern, unless the caster curse kicks in once again. But what's kicking in? A flame that will be bringing our teams to Miramar, and we're going to find out where they will be dropping, because again, we've seen so much of difference in gap from the flight path towards the first stage of the circle, and hopefully this changes this time.
Yeah, we would always be looking at which of these teams that would prefer to target the hot drop locations, because obviously these are the teams that are highly confident when it comes to their skill set and not afraid to build an early momentum by crashing their enemies should their area be contested. And these teams are most likely to be the ones that you should watch out for. Now, looking at the flight path right here, gentlemen, it's pretty much right there in the middle. So I think this is a fair flight path wherein teams can go to their desired location, or like really their choice of drops wherein they feel comfortable enough to defend. Should be, you know, there's another team that would challenge them up inside this area.
I like to guess where the first stage will be happening. I think it's in northwest. That would be the first stage of the circle. I mean, I'm just putting out a lot of assumptions right here, but I like to I like your point as well. This is straight in the middle, the flight path giving them a good chance to spread out and reach their intended drop spot. And it didn't go northwest, but it's still in north, and it's still in the middle. So this is, I guess this is what I wish for the start of this game. Make sure that the flight path as well as the stage, the first stage of circle converge, and this is what's happening right now, as a conversion will be happening between a few of the teams as well. It's Genesis Esports who hearing a few of those footsteps from Stalwart Esports.
We always open up our game with Stalwart Esports getting, you know, challenged up by another team. So let's see which of these teams will, of course, dominated this clash. Now we've got Genesis Esports up against the players coming from Stalwarts, and we can already see Top being knocked down. So we are left with just 3 more players, of course, to carry the team to victory, as long as they can finish up the players coming from Genesis.
Yep, one has been taken down as well for Genesis Esports, and it's now a 3v3 situation. Good position though, being taken earlier by Stalwart Esports. Right now they are spread out, and one will be taking the second floor. Probably a little bit of backup, but Icy might not be surviving. And there goes a takedown, and their surprise hit coming from Sukses will not work, and he will be taken down. And Icy as well. Oh, double hit in there, and I think I heard a DBS being released as well. I call this the Dream Breaker shotgun, because there's a lot of dream that has been broken by this gun.
Well, second time of this day that Stalwart Esports was the team to be first taken out of a match. Man, I mean, the wonders that DBS can do, I mean, you just really have to be accurate when it comes to your aim to be able to pull off, you know, a wonderful kill with a DBS. But look at what is happening between BN United and, of course, the players coming from Persija this time. So far, so good coming from the BN United. Everyone is still gathering information, of course, to know how they can go about this altercation. And it's pretty much the same coming from Persija Evos, but we've got Lynx over here. He has a Vector in hand. This is an SMG, but with only 19 bullets in that. Oh, man, that's a wonderful shotgun kill right there coming from Persija. And right now, Saw's on top of this building inside that balcony trying to put down his enemies, but unfortunately his hits is not really getting to his targets.
And we'll have fine out. Luxy right now is trying to take a few shots right here, and it's a very risky position. Now Luxy has fallen down, received a little bit of damage though, but they are preparing their approach. 2 players remaining for the side of BN United though. BN United is on the top 4 of my list in terms of average elimination takers overall, but it is not showing this time. Sauce right now is being rushed by 2 of the players. Shots being fired right now, and I think Sauce will not have any of those meds on him. good parkour move coming from the top floor onto that second floor, and I think he might not be able to make it, as it is now Porsche, the only guy remaining in this fight. If he has been spotted, and it looks like it, a grenade might take him down.
So who will ultimately own a pick out of this time? Percy Esports with the push. BN United has now been sent back to the lobby. The second team to be eliminated out of Miramar. And we are just at the stage 1 of Miramar with 3 minutes and a half before our zone closes in.
Now, I mean, as early as this, earlier we saw that from Erangel that we had within a minute, one team has been taken down. So similar pattern emerged for Stalwart Esports. This time, BN United is the next entry to that takedown. Now, 13 teams remaining in this fight, and we are about to see some of the teams, well, they will not be moving so much because of the placement of first stage, so they can or might be getting good position. Box Gaming right now, I think they spotted one. Master Smile will not be smiling at that hit, and Kwang will be taking him down. And Box Gaming still on the momentum after that winner chicken dinner. I don't think they're slowing down this time.
Yes, Box Gaming looking to assume another 4 elimination points as early as now. It looks like they are dominating this players coming from Genesis Esports. Now we got Gosu with a micro. Uzi just went on top of this building right here to gain a little bit of that vantage point. But so far, so good. I think Genesis Esports will survive that altercation, although Master Smile won't be included in this match.
It's time to get away from Genesis Esports, and hopefully they'll get a good position, probably a high ground. They will be waiting for the other teams because passiveness comes in if you lose one of your members. And Kagendra right now is also on the way to beat Genesis Esports on the ropes, but as soon as one of, I guess, is West Scary who gave them a signal, Kagendra wasn't able to go in for those damage. Oh, I spoke too soon. Damage received, but I guess they will be surviving for the long run.
Yes, sir. I mean, DMRs, once again, Mini 14s. This is the top sniper rifle that you would... oh, sorry. This is actually the top DMR gun that you can probably use in Miramar, considering that it uses a 5.56 millimeter ammo that is perfect in controlling that recoil compared to an SLR or an SKS. This is the perfect gun to have for those long range of fights, and I think it has proven a point so far with the Kagendra doing a little bit of that tap fire up against those rotating teams. But anyway, we've got Kagendra just inside Hacienda del Patron. Okay, they are actually just onto the northern side where Genesis Esports right now currently is staying, but they need to be a little bit have a sense of game awareness since Box Gaming is not too far away.
Yeah, Box Gaming really is in the roll right now. They just want to hunt, and I guess the gameplay might be different this time. Box Gaming was silent from the early parts of the Erangel map, and this time they will not be silent anymore. But BTR, Bigatron Aces right now being taken down, not able to surprise, but Mute Ace will be muting one of Alter Ego right here, and it is a good get back. Alter Ego not doing well in that engagement, but with this grenade might be able to take a few, but no, I guess it misses. And here comes Octa right now, the guy who almost clutched a few of the gameplay earlier, but Octa will try to go in, provide all those pressure. Here comes Fnatic also moving up, trying to get more information, but they don't know that JT is in there on the top of this hill. So good defense being done by Bigatron Ace right now.
Yes. Alter Ego right now trying to flush out this players coming from Bigatron Ace, and you're right, this is actually a 3v2 situation in this particular area. We've got one player coming from each team that is a little bit far away, you know, from the players, and that provides a good mid-man role for Bigatron Ace and Alter Ego. So let's see what is going to happen, because Bigatron Ace is getting torn into pieces. So I think that was the cue for one of the players coming from Bigatron Ace to maybe escape the situation for a while, go to another location, and wait for the next zone shift. You need to focus on longevity, and you you would want a chance, to grab that winner chicken dinner, or at least get those elimination points that you need to improve your overall statistics.
Exactly. JT right now has moved away from this area, though. It's a similar approach, but Moom Esports just saw them, and I guess this might be it. Back to 1 point ending this game. If this hits, no, it didn't hit that much, though. Not so much of damage. But will not be able to get away because we are seeing Boom Esports just beat them down, well, the ladies out there will be taken out with 1 point to their name, not surviving a little bit longer compared to what we've seen earlier.
Yeah, good game, well played still for the ladies coming from Bigatron Ace. Now, 3 elimination points is already on the board for Alter Ego Ares, although they already have 1 casualty, so that puts them in a little bit of a disadvantage considering the lack in firepower. But let's see if they will be able to survive the entirety of this map as Octa right here tried to do a little bit of tap fire onto that player over that hill, but unfortunately those fire or those shots will not be connecting.
Yeah, no connection coming from those shots. Let's see if they'll be able to go in and rotate, or I'm talking about box game or boom, rather, to rotate against that team who is hunting them down. Now, Team Infinity right now trying to move away. Box Gaming is in here already, 1 to their name, and they are still in this position as what we've seen earlier. There's no moving out because, as we mentioned earlier, the face of this circle is smack dead in the middle of our map. So it might be stage 2 that will be happening in here on after a few seconds, and this will show us a little bit of movement for some of the teams. So for Siege right now is in a trouble. Misery is receiving a little bit of misery as he is hanging back on the edge of the circle, and we are seeing the teams right now moving a little bit higher into this map with this shift of the circle.
Well, rough start for BN United. So that's definitely going to take a toll since they've got an early elimination for this match. Stalwart Esports together with Bigatron Ace. Those are the 3 teams that has been sent back to the lobby before even reaching stage 3 of this Miramar map. But we've got Team Infinity over here, one of the most improved teams, as I have mentioned earlier, is actually rotating, going to the middle of water treatment and Hacienda del Patron, but they need to also have high level of awareness because within proximity we got Box Gaming and the players coming from the Xavier as well. Now on the kill feed, it looks like Francie from Kagendra is on his knees as we speak.
Yep, he has been taken down in here, but not yet eliminated, and a good chance to be picked up by teammates. Now, as we wait for the altercation to happen, Box Gaming, though we are not seeing, might be just targeting all those vehicles, and that's one thing. Once you're in Miramar, vehicles is an essential factor for you to move around quickly, and also probably to get away from your from engagement that you don't want to go into. So we'll have to see if some of the players or other players out here will be targeted by Box Gaming and might be taken down. We saw a few on their sites, and well, no one is moving just yet. They are just waiting for the perfect timing, and we saw earlier that's only a few meters that they need to travel to get into the circle.
Yeah, I mean, Miramar map is such an open space. You really have to take advantage of everything. This map can provide you vehicles. If push comes to shove, you can use this as a cover if you find yourselves in a very crucial situation. I mean, you need to be able to take cover. You can use this one and also use the ridges, that this map can provide, which is a little bit hard. I mean, if you're going to ask me, this is probably what makes Miramar a very intense match because of the lack of cover that the terrain that can provide.
Covers in terms of shrubberies and greeneries is lacking in this map. For the ridges, I think it's very risky as well if you want to go in on deep reaches, because some of the teams will be targeting all those open areas that is lower than them, because this is a high ground advantage being taken most of the time in Miramar. But as you can see, as the zone closes, we are going to find out if there will be a hard shift or probably in the middle. But no, it's a little bit in the middle right now, and those at the outskirts will just move a little bit, a tad bit. But as you can see, the haystack area is open for some of the takings, especially for those who are already on high ground, like Kagendra, who is looking in, targeting probably for Sija as well as Alter Ego.
You know what? Boom Esports, Alter Ego, and Kagendra, they all have this gatekeeping opportunity wherein they can assume points. And for the side of Boom Esports, they might face with DX Savior. For Alter Ego, they might be clashing with the Team Infinity. And Kagendra will definitely go head-to-head with the players of Box Gaming this time. But right there in the middle, we already have the players coming from Gremlin Esports. And also within just, you know, like a few distance, we got the players coming from Genesis as well, and Udo Alliance is already making their way onto the southern part of the map.
And Alter Ego Octa once again for that takedown, but as we can see, Chua receiving a few damage, will be taken down, and Lamborghini as well will be taken out, and it is just more GPX just putting a lot of pressure against DX Savior, and Parajin just responded cleaning or putting down clean in there. Will it be a clean hit? DX Savior still alive and kicking, a good opportunity for them to be picked up, but DX Savior has already lost one, and the getaway will be done again. Might be putting a caster's curse against this team.
I mean, I believe what happened was Morph GPX as well as DX Savior, both of these teams had the same idea to get inside the safe zone coming from the northern side of the circle, because obviously DX Savior coming from the eastern side just went up north, but unfortunately they collided with Morph GPS, and that cost them some teammates, you know, from inside the map, and now they're just playing with 3 players this time. So it's going to still be a little bit of a challenge getting inside, since there's Boom and now there's Morph GPX that would probably do that gatekeeping once again.
Yep, they will be gatekept right now, and let's see if they will be pushed and a move being done just to hunt out DX Savior. But a good split coming from Levi's right here, a little bit too far from the rest of the teammates, and probably that will be a good spot for him to take down anyone who's going near for the 2 of the players. Udo Lions, on the other hand, is receiving a few of the damage, but on the other side, Octa again going for those eliminations. 4 eliminations already for Alter Ego, and I guess 3 of those has already been taken by Octa. This guy really has that potential to be a damage dealer in this game, but the battle has not yet ended between these 2 teams of DX Savior and more GPX still surviving. Lamborghini almost hit, and Pepank right now just putting all those pressure. No flank though happening and being given by Morph GVX. They don't want to risk it. They just want to be safe in the middle as the other teams rotates towards them.
It's amazing because Morph GPX, this is not really their map. They always find themselves getting eliminated early as soon as they step into Miramar. So to come this far, I think they pretty much have adjusted, you know, their kind of gameplay and the way that they would handle, you know, going up against the teams that are inside this map, which is Group A versus Group C. Now we got Kagendra, okay, one of the players. We've got Flyboy spreading his wings on top of that house, trying to spray onto the squads that are pretty much just near them. Fnatic over here spotted some players coming from Box Gaming, and it looks like Box is in big trouble as 2 of their players is facing the ground.
Yeah, they are facing the ground right now and just waiting to bleed out, as Team Infinity might be backstabbing right here, though he is just alone. Logan is being the snake that might take down a few of the players, especially Octa, who will be hanging back in here, and he's not being seen. Logan right now for the back backstab, and Octa been taken down. Though he went in for the other side of that roof, and there is still Potato who is hanging back a little bit too near in here. But Logan has taken the insides. A grenade might be thrown. The sights on him, and let's see if he'll be able to manage to clutch this game.
Logan needs to transform into Wolverine. That was the perfect sneak-in attack coming from Logan, but unfortunately, Alter Ego Potato stood on his way and put him down on the ground. Alter Ego remains to be victorious from that clash, and now Kagendra over here with 4 elimination points so far, making a way inside the circle, but it looks like they're gonna be faced up with some of the players coming from Gremlin as well as Persija Esports. But you know what, for the side of Xavier, they have found a place wherein they can hide, but it is open as well, gentlemen. I saw some of the players just hiding behind the haystack.
Yep, they're just hiding behind a haystack. Might be providing a little bit of surprise attack. The Xavier had a good sight of Morph earlier, but this time they are being stalked by T2K. They are hanging on the edge. One vehicle gameplay as well on the outside, probably to clean up a little bit. Morph GPX will be dying out, or Clean will be dying out from that blue. And well, I guess it's only 2 or 3 left for Morph GPX, and they only managed to get 1 elimination point from the Xavier. T2K still targeting a few of the Xavier, and one reason why I want to point out, because the Xavier is my prediction, so hopefully they will not be targeted that easily.
Okay, I hear you. But anyway, 10 teams remaining, ladies and gents, and 33 players alive. 5th phase of the circle. I mean, the zone is already shrinking, and these teams are really colliding with each other. It is small enough already for all of these teams to coexist, and so eventually, you know what, they will have to go at it. They will have to eliminate each other, and so we can find out just who will be on top for our match number 2 this evening. Now here it comes Kagendra with the move. We can see Flyboy over here trying to annihilate some players inside of that building, and now we're jumping into T2K Esports as well. 2 elimination points to their name. That's Tutu Love and XMPL. And right now it seems like they would want to assume points again, ladies and gents, and those are the players coming from Yudo Alliance.
Yeah, Yudo Lions is just hanging back in here onto the edge, and they have time though to move away, but with how T2K is just waiting for them to move out to be targeted, there is little to no chance for them to move up in there slowly and safely. But the Xavier right now, I guess I called on too early. 1 has been taken down already, and 1 left to their side. T2K right now still on their 2nd elimination, and I saw a few from Yudo Lions, and they are being taken down. It is not T2K who targeted them, it was Persija Evos, but right now T2K will be beating up against aggressive and pressuring Morph GPX.
All right, here we go. There ain't no rest for the wicked coming on the side of T2K. We can see a lot of nades flying again. This is a 3v3 situation because one of the players coming from T2K is a little bit far away, but it looks like, onto the side of Morph GPX, they are going for multiple angles this time. This is actually one of the best things that you can do so far. T2K Esports, they are on a split defense as well. Tutu Love with a shot. One of the players coming from Morph GPX goes down, and the one bites the dust. This looks like to be T2K Esports dominating Morph GPX because they have been taken out of the equation right now.
I mean, the pressure that has been coming from Morph GPX has died down just because of T2K. And I would agree that that's a good position. But one thing about that is Morph GPX has also an opportunity to receive damage from behind, because a lot of teams are already in there and spotting them out, especially with the smokes being released from all of the players out there. But as we can see, we are down to our last 5 teams. And Genesis Esports right now, West Carry will be taken down, and eliminated number 6 is Boom Esports with 3 elimination to their side. And as we can see, we have Gremlins targeting Genesis Esports, and it is them who will be taking them out. We are down to our last 4 teams.
Right, that was a good mop up coming from the side of Gremlin Esports, but it looks like DX Savior and T2K will have to go head to head, and we will find out just which of these teams will then proceed to get to the 7th phase of the circle. Now we got Love, okay, pointing his gun at Pathogen at this point in time. Rig is bleeding out there in the open, but it looks like XPL has the best chance to go for that revive to pick up his fallen comrade. Pathogen, on the other hand, I don't think he will be, I mean, the odds are not in his favor, gentlemen. So it's going to be a little tough, for Pathogen to actually survive his situation. But let's see what is going to happen as we are now down to just 4 teams remaining.
4 teams remaining right now, and T2K has been distracted by Kagendra, who moved a little bit closer inside of our play zone, and Kagendra is targeting them back. Now, DX Saver might be able to survive this because of the distraction being done by most of the team, but we have another team on the right-hand side as well, view of Kagendra, so it's more of the decision that you need to make. The most gunshots that you are hearing, that is where you will be looking at, and Kagendra right now spread out too thin to be targeted one at a time unless they can move fast, but a little bit of damage being received right now onto the side. Zero also targeting DX Saver, and Parajin right now just needs to be very, very quiet.
Kagendra looks like coming into this game, guns blazing once again. 10 elimination points with Flyboy having the most number of kills. Oh my goodness! But you know what? We've got Gremlin Esports inside this warehouse. They have a little bit of an advantage because they have a cover, they have a refuge. Same thing goes for T2K. It's Kagendra that actually needs to move a little bit forward, but we still have to wait where the next circle shift would be. That would pretty much determine how we would end this match.
And I guess it ends it for my prediction. And there goes the Xavier, 0 elimination and managed to get the rank points. We are now left with 3 complete squad, and well, Gremlin right now is a good position to probably defend themselves, but they will not be moving that much anymore. T2K is taking the compound, and XMPL is in there on the far side to get a little bit of view from Kagendra. So who wins who, Kagendra will just lying back in there waiting for a chance to third party, and they don't have to move. They have 11 eliminations already their side, and all they have to do is take that winner chicken dinner.
This is actually very tough onto the side of T2K Esports as well as Gremlin Esports. They are so close with each other, and you're right. You know what? Kagendra, what they need to do is just wait, play their cards right. Just be patient on which of these teams will actually survive the altercation, and just wait like the vultures that they are and pick up those leftovers. But so far, Love onto the side of T2K Esports has the most number of kills for T2K. Now, my team prediction is actually T2K. I've always known that T2K is very good, and performing their best when it comes to Miramar. And let's see what's going to happen, because this is a fair fight, gentlemen. It's 4 versus 4, but T2K Rig has just been taken down, but Memo onto the side of Gremlin Esports as well. So whoever gets to do the reset first and moves in for the fight, then I feel that, that would be the team to dominate.
Yeah, they might be the team to dominate right now. And a good spot by Rowdy against Flyboy. He might not be flying anymore. And XMPL right now taking out Memo, and it is now a 3v3 situation still. The pickup can be done against Memo, but Gremlins right now, they don't want to give that opportunity. Oh my goodness, shotgun gameplay. Matt Cat will be so mad after that hit, and Gremlins is being smothered by the team of T2K. 3v4 situation for the final 2 teams, both of them with 11 eliminations.
There was no love with that shotgun coming from Love. Let's see who's going to dominate this time as we bring now the final two teams remaining for our Miramar match. And one of the players already knocked down, coming from the side of Kagendra over here. Now, one of the players from T2K Esports as well finds himself facing the floor. Now, there's only 2 active players on the side of T2K Esports, but with that 11 elimination points so far, it doesn't even matter if they close this in with a chicken dinner, because that is a huge number of points. But I can say the same thing with Kagendra. Right now, they have the number advantage, and it looks like T2K is about to lose the fight.
Yeah, the XMPL's the only guy, but was able to take down 2, and it is a backstab that takes him down and eliminated with 12 points. So their name is T2K, and the winner, chicken dinner goes to the patient, the waiting yet aggressive team of Kagendra. They have been in there waiting for the perfect opportunity for the final moment, trying to hit everyone inside, and yet they get this win.
But that was close. That was close for my team prediction.
Tell me pretty lies, look me